Good morning, transfers. Brand new show on Sky Sports News.
Yeah, make sure you put it in your diary. It's already been a busy summer, but really is time to get down to business.
Yeah, this has the potential to be the biggest, the best and the most expensive transfer window.
Just on reinvestment in the squad, they've got a bit of clearance now.
Well, they've got the scope to do so. The loans are the same as last year, but it's notable that the overdraft was reduced by £30 million. Again, that's freeing up cash. So they've got flexibility, and that's what managers are hoping for. The nature of football trading is that you've got to use the exit door as well as the people coming through. But it's the arrivals, of course, which excite fans. And yes, they've certainly got the scope to spend money. Yeah, this is Manchester United. They've got the third most expensive squad in the Premier League, and there's no reason why they can't add to that.
Yes, these shots are just into us here at Sky Sports News. This plane landing into Manchester in the last hour or so. Remember, Manchester United have agreed a deal in principle with us. He's set to put pen to paper on a 5-year deal. It breaks down to an initial £66.3 million and £7.37 million in performance-related add-ons. He's expected to have a medical in the next 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, it's difficult here, trying to keep your eye on two entrances. We're at one entrance, but of course, as often happens, players decide to use the other entrance, who we knew had started his medical over the weekend, has arrived in the last half an hour at the other entrance at Carrington here to, we think, complete that medical. And you would imagine that deal, hopefully, from United's point of view, heading for closure and sorted, because they're desperate here for new faces in and faces as quickly as possible. So he is in the building and, as I say, hopefully going through the final stages of that medical.
That Dorgu possesses in terms of that athleticism and that physicality, and he's at 6'1". It's very important to have somebody who's got a big engine who can do both facets of the game at a high intensity. Manchester United do not have enough players who can play at high intensity for the duration of games. So I think it's a good place to start. But again, at 20 years of age, like Kev said, it's going to take time. But Manchester United need to be shopping around for those types of players with potential. They're not in a position to be bringing in world-class stars right now. Manchester United are 13th in the Premier League. So definitely the type of profile, and I think one that Manchester United fans could look at and say, OK, I can see why they're going after that player, but can't get too excited, Matt. Yeah. Got to relax.
Manchester United supporters have been handed exciting news, as reports suggest the club is on the verge of completing another important signing during the summer transfer window. Sources close to the negotiations indicate that the player is expected to undergo a medical tonight, bringing the transfer one step closer to official confirmation. The Red Devils have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to strengthen the squad ahead of the upcoming season. Following weeks of discussions, negotiations, and speculation, the deal now appears to be entering its final stages. The successful completion of the medical examination is expected to pave the way for the player to sign a long-term contract with the club. Manchester United manager and the recruitment team have identified several key areas that require reinforcement, and this latest addition is believed to be a player capable of making an immediate impact. Fans have been eagerly following every development, with social media buzzing as the transfer edges closer to completion. The atmosphere around Old Trafford has become increasingly optimistic as supporters anticipate the club's official announcement. While the identity of the player has generated widespread discussion among fans and pundits alike, the focus remains on ensuring all final procedures are completed without complications. Should everything proceed as expected, Manchester United could unveil their newest signing within the coming days. The move would represent another statement of intent from the club as they aim to challenge for major honors in domestic and European competitions. With the transfer window still open and more business potentially on the horizon, Manchester United supporters will be watching closely for further developments. For now, all eyes are on tonight's medical as the Red Devils move ever closer to securing another highly anticipated addition to their squad.